to our friends in the Galaxy, lots of losses. Some people being brought in, lots of homegrowns, which we know they don't like to play anyway. But Ralph Felcher goes over to like Austrian second league. That back line was awful, but he played a big part of it. So they're going to need somebody completely brand new. Jorgen Shelkovic didn't play a lot, but also was probably part of that back line. So they're getting rid of their whole back line, which is good. Perry Kitchen didn't get a lot of minutes. Joe Corona, we talked about. Emiliano Isua, probably one of their best defenders or players, period, in a team that was awful. Cuejo's gone. Yoni Gonzalez is gone. Gordon Wile's gone. David Bingham's out of contract. I can't believe they let that happen. One of the best goalkeepers in the league in terms of shot stopping. The fact that Galaxy were in half of the games they were last year is because of David Bingham. They straight up just let him walk. And the fact that I don't think he's been re-signed yet. Unless he went, did he go to San Jose? No, he's not. He hasn't been re-signed yet, which is completely ridiculous. But he's gone. And of course, Christian Pavone, $20 million man, 10 goals, 3 assists in 2,000 minutes. Easily their best attacking option. But you can use that 20 mil to upgrade all over the pitch. We'll talk about that in a second. Jonathan Bond from West Brom is going to take over that starting goalkeeper spot. Jorge Villafana is going to slide into that outside back spot and improve the attack from the wing. Couple homegrowns in Marcus Furcanas, Jalen Neal, Adam Saldana, and then they bring in Carlos Harvey from Toro FC, a center defensive mid, who's most probably going to be Joe Corona's replacement. He was at LA Galaxy 2 for 2 years on loan, and then he just signed permanently. And then O'Neal Fisher for outside back depth. Doesn't really do anything for me. My question to you, and the question that everybody keeps asking, Christian Pavone, does he need to come back? Does he not need to come back? Mr. Tamburello.
I mean, yeah. I if I were him, I wouldn't come back, but that's just because I think the Galaxy are a dumpster fire right now. Yeah, he's their best player last season by a country mile, and you know, we've talked about how Chicharito is supposed to be the guy there, but like Pavone's putting up numbers. Chicharito wasn't last season. I think without him, if Chicharito is the same as he was last season, like Galaxy are going to win one game this year, and it's when they play Red Bull. Kidding. I just want to see Andrew's. I just want to see Andrew's face.
It's because it's true. It's because it's true. That's the type of. Nope. Not getting.
You're going to get him going on tangents.
We're not going to do this. We're not doing this. This is the Western Conference. I'm not getting into this. For me, I don't know. I don't think so. Yes, he's your best attacking option. You're talking $20 million in MLS. That money itself can be used to get a ton of different players on TAM deals. Get yourself a good number 10. Get yourself a young South American winger or two. Get some defensive help. Get anything. There's so many holes in this team that you can fill with that type of money. But will one guy actually make the difference up top? I don't think so. I think if you provide Chicharito with the correct service, you go out and get a much cheaper option to Pavone on the wing. You go get yourself a number 10 that isn't 37-year-old Sasha Question. You go out and get somebody who can give this man the service that he needs. Chicharito will come back into form. There's no question about it. Do you need $20 million to get one person to get a third of your goals? No. I think you can use that money better. That's just me. Connor.
I mean, what I think first of what LA will probably do are definitely different things.
Amen to that.
I think that they should not spend $20 million to bring him back because one player isn't going to make the difference, like you said. And you know, they had him last year. If you spend the $20 million on him, although I'm sure LA has plenty of money, but I mean, I don't see the finances. I don't know, but if you spend the $20 million on him and you don't improve the team that much more, I can't see how you expect to improve that much more over how you did last season with basically the same team. Whereas you can take that 20 million, go spend 2 million on 10 different players. If 3 or 4 of those players pan out, even if you like don't make the playoffs, that's such a good starting point. Because now you have 3 or 4 players that you could start your team around, as opposed to just we're gonna throw all our money into one guy and hope that he plays as well as he has in the past. Do I think the Galaxy will do that? Not a chance, because I think that LA loves their shiny big names, and he is certainly the shiny big name right now. So I fully expect them to spend plenty of money on him. Hopefully, for the sake of Galaxy fans, they have more money to spend on other people as well.
I hear you there, and I completely agree. What I am hearing is Pavone. It's not Cruz Azul, is it? Where's he coming from? Boca.
Okay.
Boca. Sorry, I'm reading all this stuff about the Mexican League and all their transfers coming here, and I just couldn't get Cruz Azul out of my head. Boca don't want him. Boca want to sell him, and no other team wants to take that sort of thing right now. So there's rumors that they might get him on a cheaper deal. But are you just wasting your time? That's the other version of this, right? So, Connor, grade.
I gave it an F because I think that they lost a lot of valuable players, and this is all assuming that Pavone is not coming back, because at the moment he isn't signed. So that's the thinking I'm going to have right now. If they signed Pavone back, I'd probably bump it up, because even if I don't agree with the signing, he's still a quality player. But as of right now, they were a bad team last year, and you lost plenty of players that could have at least been serviceable, and you didn't replace him really. I mean, I don't see any name on this list that they brought in that's gonna save this team. So yeah, it's an F for me.
I give them a D. I say if they don't get Pavone back and they don't get anybody to replace him, you're wasting your entire offseason. The only reason they get a D is because they have a starting point in Greg Vanney. He'll start to build a team that he wants. But right now, I'm looking at a D. Adam.
I gave him a D as well. So I understand they obviously can multitask. It's not like they're just waiting on a decision from Pavone, and then once the decision's made, like, okay, now we can, make a plan going forward. Like, they obviously have contingencies one way or the other, but this decision needs to be made like tomorrow. Like, the more time they spend just deciding what they want to do with that 20 mil, the less time they have to bring in potentially signings with that same money. And the season's getting closer and closer. Like, you guys, you can't wait till the last day when, let's say, Pavone doesn't come in, and you go, oh crap, we got to sign like 3 more guys now, and they give them no preseason and time to gel, and say, all right, be free, go win us games.
I wonder if this is the Galaxy's transition from big name signings to homegrowns only. I doubt it, but I feel like that'd be pretty cool.